Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Strigmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be hatching some shards and seeing how much space do we have. Not a ton. Actually, we do have a ton. Let's see what we get tonight. Shadowbow Turlac. Entirely new champion. Too bad it's a rare, but it's a new rare. Not somebody I want. No, he doesn't conquer anything. Not really. It's an epic. It's epic. Who could it be? Could be Deathless. A dupe. It's an epic. Who could it be? Who could it be? Crimson Helm, a new champ for this account. Sick. Blah. Unless it's a rosin fusion, which we already did on here. Not Mother Superior, please. If only that was a Skull Crusher. If only. Not to be confused with War Maiden. This guy who isn't useful for anything. And Totem. Anything good from this at all? Oh, Carlinia. Not bad. Looks interesting. I like the look of this. Interesting champ. I might build her. Huh. I might build her. Problem is, I've got a number of choices of who to build. And I don't know if I want to build Carlinia just yet. However, that doesn't stop me from wanting to build other champs. Like Marquez or something. Or one of these other champs to 6-star. But I'm going to have to grind food to do that anyway. I was hoping for a legendary, but we got some very interesting epics that I want to investigate. I don't know how good Carlinia is. I've heard something about her, but please let this be something. Not him. Not him. Not him. I swear to God. Not him. He is not useful, Conqueror, for anything. And this guy is only very situational, and I don't need him anymore. No. Answer is no. Not Solaris. He's not useful. He sounds like he could be useful. He sounds like he's useful. What is going on? Okay. My client is being stupid today. Don't ask me why. My client is being stupid. Please. Okay, a llama. I don't need a second llama, but okay. It's an epic, it's an epic, it's epic. Ooh, and Dahlia! New champ. What does she do? Counterattacks. Wasn't she a fusion? Decrease attack and a provoke. Probably good for, I want to say Magma Dragon, but not a ton else. Not Stout Axeman, please. Not you. Not a farmable. Not you. Not Crimson Slayer, please. Not Preserver. I don't want to witness this. Please. No. Bad. Well. We've got one more shot at it. Can we get something good? Last shard in a dream, because we don't need him. It's an epic, it's an epic, it's an epic. Well, it gone full circle again, hasn't it, Vergus? It's gone full circle. We started this game with you being the first epic. And it has come around to this, hasn't it? Oh, I'm going to put him in the vault in case I need him. Big dear lord. How many Verguses do I have now? Got at least one other one. Well, this is going to come as a bit of a shock. But I am about to do something radical. You know, we're not going to build this guy. But I've got another plan. So, you see Archmage. Now, you might be asking, what on earth are you planning, Vaporsmith, you nut? Well, you see, I've got a plan that has to do with Seer and this crazy dude. And my plan isn't finished until I can 6-star him. Because, you see, this is gonna sound completely insane, but Archmage Helmet is actually powerful. And I actually want to develop him. And although this is total madness, at this point, I don't have anything to lose. Because these pulls are not very good, as far as I can tell. And the only way I can really, the only champ I can really discern building right now is in fact this guy. Well, not this, not Solaris. Archmage Helmet. I know it sounds completely insane. Alright. I know you're going to tell me that. But Archmage Helmet is actually probably the champion it hurts me the most that I've ignored this entire time. So it's time for me to build Archmage Helmet. I know people are not going to like me doing that. But I'm telling you, Archmage Helmet has a very specific use case that I can't ignore anymore. I'd love to ignore it, but it's come to a point, right? It's come to a point where I can't ignore Archmage Helmet anymore. Because I need him for my seer setup. I need him for my seer setup, and that's pretty much that. And it's come to the point where I don't have time to mess around. I've got to get my arena in shape. And I feel like he's very good. I've finally stopped ignoring Archmage Helmet. It's finally time to stop ignoring the Archmage. There we go. Perfect. Now, we're going to want to book him, which sounds like even further madness, but just trust me. Because what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to cycle around to increase crit rate, increase crit damage, increase speed. That's what we're going to want to do. Alright. I don't want time slip. I don't want time slip. Can it go into something else, please? Not Arcane Dynamo. No. Come on. Why does it do that? What is up with this RNG, man? What is up with that? Okay. Okay. Oh, I had to fully book him. Of course. Of course I did. Of course I did. Alright. I'm closing in on 100K now. Let's put Archmage into the equation now. He deserves it. I've been ignoring him way too long. It's time. It's time for the ladies in Archmage Helmet to get going. And he's a very special champ. You can only get him once per account. This Archmage Helmet guy. So don't tell me he's not special. You have to do Doom Tower secret rooms only. So if I'm gonna work that hard to get him, I might as well start using him and building him. Now the number one thing we're going to want to do for him, right, is speed. He's going to have to be blisteringly fast. Why? He needs to be able to get his buffs up as fast as humanly possible. Because that's his job, right? Get his buffs up as fast as humanly possible so that he can be an absolute menace and boost the damage, and then Seer goes in, and then Seer does massive damage. Alright, that's the game plan. Now, speaking of Seer, we're going to start to rebuild Seer. Because Seer is going to be a big deal. Now, where is Seer? I swear, I knew it. I knew it. Alright, where's my gloves? %80 crit damage. Crit rate times 2. So it's 77% crit rate, but the important part is our crit damage is much higher. Got some good attack. Crit rate in that. Attack accuracy. Crit rate 2, crit rate 1. No crit rate. Alright. Filter. Filter chest pieces. Let's go attack percent only. Alright, so this build, it's not as much crit rate, but it's a massive damage to crit damage, which I think was a big problem with her build, right? It's not the best build on the planet, but it's better because we can boost the other stats with the melt helmet. Now the helmet's build is going to be harder. Especially since I don't have a base. Well, that's a shame. So we're just going to go for speed and other stats and go for boots last. We're going to want rolls and speed out of the gate. No, not good enough. No. Not good enough. Alright, let's start with this piece. It's not the best piece on the planet, but I don't always have the luxury of having the best pieces right now. So we got Banner Lords. We're going to want to look for something with speed in it. Anything with speed in it. Anything with speed in it. That's bad. Oh well. Okay, at least my points on here has gone up, hasn't it? Hasn't it? We're getting close to that void. I mean, I did this on purpose because I know I've been ignoring Archmage for a very long time. And it's time that I finally give him some attention. Because I feel like he has a huge role to play on my teams. Huge. Like gigantic role to play. So, because of this, I'm going to give him a lot. Like, because, like, none of my pulls yielded anything better than he is. So, like, for what he does and for what I need to get done on my account. Yes, I will be building a lure for Fire Knight, etc. Yes, I will be building Reliquary Tender. But I need someone like Archmage floating around. I need someone like him. Because he has a huge role to play when it comes to... See this move? See that move? And then you can cycle back around to it with the thing. Like, that's a big deal, right? Like, I wish I could show you what that looks like in Arena. Like, he powers that up, right? And then, like, vision this. He powers it up. Seer eats those buffs. And then, with those buffs, just crumbles the entire enemy team. Think about how powerful that is. Just consider the following, all right? Like, that's pretty good. All right? That's legit. Especially if I had, like, compress the turn meters, right? Put the decreased defense. Have him increase all those buffs. And then have Seer rotate around. Like, do you see the value of this? I mean, I hope you do. Like, like, and like, yeah, good try, you vermin. Like, Archmage has a whole bunch of implications, right? But a Seer team is what I think he's best for. Right? Because he's got those buffs, and it just keeps increasing the thing. Like, that's going to be really powerful for Seer's build. And then you can increase it with Farrakhan. So then he can ally attack. Like, I'm seeing some very dank possibilities of teams with Archmage, especially since I didn't get anyone that's like going to help me with Arena or with a Seer team. Because now I'm in the situation where I must build a Seer team. Right? I am in that situation where I am forced to build a Seer team. I am also forced to buy some energy fuel from the clan shop because I'm getting low on it. And we're going to go buy some of these Arbiter frags so we can get finished on that. Get that regular pack. Fills our energy right back up. And believe me, I needed that. Because it's been draining my energy doing CVC, and I need more for tonight. Because guess what? I'm not resting until Archmage Helmut gets the help he deserves. And maybe a lure too. Like, I need to get going on this. Now, since I have 100k on there, my next decision is, do I want to go back to the other account to give it 100k? And the answer is probably yes, but I do want to progress this account because I sense that it has a lot of potential as we progress through here and get some more silver, because I'm going to be low on silver from that endeavor. We didn't get a legendary, so I have to resort to what are the most powerful epics and rares that I got? What can I do with them? And how can I rebuild the champions I have to be extra powerful? How can I do that? You know? How can I do that? And should I book tender? Probably, right? Because we're going to want to stay a few steps ahead. So we are going to be booking tender. The main thing we want, that's the one thing we don't want. When we're booking tender, yes, that's what we want. See? We want cooldown on that skill. Not that skill. The other skill. No. Why does it keep going to Warden Staff? Why does it have that many books in it? Okay, that's about as much as we're going to put into tender. Alright. At least we've reduced our cooldown on that. Say we got to 103k. Get artifacts and upgrade artifacts. Well, I've got a problem with that. I mean, I guess we could. We gotta just farm Dragon's Lair. Because I want these anniversary points for oh, get and upgrade. Okay, yeah, no, that does factor into farming. I mean, the main reason I'm farming is I'm trying to get my champs up to the point where they can get to these higher ranks. Because I know that if I want a massive setup, that I want to have that moving. I want to have her getting to 40 and eventually upgrading. Because she's the next in line, because she's got the crowd appeal. Now, she doesn't really have enough crowd appeal to want to rush build her. So I'm not going to rush build her out of crowd appeal purposes. This guy, I'm not rushing this guy for crowd appeal. I know the crowd doesn't favor Archmage, but I don't care. I don't care this time because Archmage has a very specific purpose. Remember the lady with the abs? Yeah, he's for a setup. He's a setup. He's just a servant of the lady with the abs. The seer. He's her servant and gives her the needed buffs. You know? That's her purpose. I mean, that's his purpose in life. His purpose in life is to buff my seer. That's his purpose in life. Alright? Also to boost my damage in Doom Tower. That's his purpose in life. Alright? And to boost my damage in Arena. His main thing is to boost damage and go first. That's his thing. That's what he does. And his extra buffs make him more effective than other speed boosters in increasing the power of the seer than just regular debuffs. So that's why I've got to raise him up. Now, will it be a while until we can raise? Yes, because I have to raise more silver and still more food. And I've been traveling because I had to do a trip today to get an item. And that trip cost me some time. And then I was worried about the trial, which was ended up being a thing about tomorrow, but at least I got 2 pledges done. And now it goes back to raid where I have to work my butt off and pray that everyone's not going to be mad at me, that I'm trying to help this old man become part of my seer squad because I didn't get anyone better than him for my seer squad. Because my seer is already level 60, but does need building. And, you know, I've got to try to build the crowd pleaser and try to level up my... trying to finish these levels up. But he's there for a reason. He got the upgrade for a reason. Because he's got a lot of uses. This Archmage helmet. And I'm hoping to prove to you what those uses are. That he's not a waste of time. That he's actually really powerful for certain squads. Like, we can sub him in for Deacon situationally. Or have him pair up with Deacon in a Seer squad. So that's what I want. Is his build done? Not even close. Not even close. Gotta filter out the artifacts that aren't good. Gotta raise some food and make some decisions on the next champ. It's really tough making good decisions, you know. But I've gotta make some decisions.